Lily.
Lily.
Yeah. And what are we doing today? Stand nicely.
Making chocolate cupcakes.
Making chocolate cupcakes. Yeah. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mix the first 5 ingredients together, and those are. That's not funny. So 3/4. He's blowing into the water. I already measured it out. It's 3/4 of a. Okay, we're gonna stop now. Okay, 3/4. Everything's a game. Everything is a game. 3/4 of a cup of water is what you start with, and then a quarter. You gotta add a 1/4 cup applesauce. Where's the applesauce? Can you see the applesauce on here? Somewhere here. Look for applesauce. Can you find it? Find the applesauce.
Is this applesauce?
No. This is applesauce.
Yes, I found applesauce.
So take it and put it in there.
I liked to eat it when I was eating it the other day.
Yeah.
And I really loved to eat it.
Yes, you did.
Now what do we put inside it?
Now we put a 1/4 cup of oil, and guys, we use grapeseed oil for this, just because it's heat tolerant. Hold on. You gotta wait until I'm done pouring. Okay. Now we're gonna have too much. Yeah, I was trying to, but you keep bumping my hand. And now we might have too much oil in there. Okay, can we calm down a bit, please? You're bumping my hand. And I'm gonna have a big accident. I don't want to have a big accident. All right, what's the next thing? 2 teaspoons pure, 2 teaspoons, wow, that's a lot. 2 teaspoons pure vanilla extract. So this is vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract. We're gonna have to buy more because this recipe takes a lot of. All right, you hold the spoon, and then I'm gonna pour. Ah! That was too fast. Okay, pour it in. Okay, let me slow down this time. Because we can't waste this stuff. This stuff is very expensive. This one is very, very, very expensive. This little bottle, I'm pretty sure is like $14 or something. Are you eating it? I know, it doesn't taste good on its own. It's basically vanilla being dipped in booze, right? All right, so what's the next thing? After vanilla extract, we need 1 teaspoon of white or apple cider vinegar. I happen to have apple cider vinegar here. Here, you're gonna pour this in.
Yeah.
Wait, you're bumping my arm again. Here. Good job. You just put stuff away as I go. And what's next after apple cider? Okay, so those were the five ingredients. So what you're gonna do now is get the mixer. Can you get the mixer, please?
I got the mixer.
All right. Let's put the cord this way. Okay, can you turn on the mixer, please?
It's mixing.
Yes.
It's going so fast. Let's do this side. This side. Is this side a slow one?
Yeah, it's not slower, but we don't need that because it can't go any slower. It's already on the slowest setting. Okay, turn it off now. Good stuff. Good stuff. So what we're gonna do is let this sit. You're just gonna sit there for 10 minutes. We'll set the timer. Okay. Let's put the mix. Sorry, sweetie. I'm just trying to move your hands so that I can move this over here. Okay. Lumpkin. Come
Give
over
me
here.
that.
No, we're gonna look. We're making cupcakes. We're making cupcakes. All right, I'm gonna finish the cupcakes then because you're not helping to make them.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right. So the next ingredients we need. Oh, I have this big bag of flour.
A big. That's what I dropped it on the floor.
Yes, you did. You pulled the whole bag down, didn't you? Is that nice or is that naughty?
Naughty.
It's naughty. That's right. Are you gonna do that again?
No.
No, you shouldn't
And
do
the
that.
chopper is so spiky. Be careful with it. It can chop your finger up and leave it off.
This is what I'm working with all day long. Okay, so now a cup of flour. We're gonna use this guy. Thank you. I'm just gonna close this.
That guy is. What do we do with this?
All right, I'm gonna show you. So we're just sifting the rest of the ingredients in there. So
I'm gonna do it.
it's good to not too hard because everything's gonna go out like that. Okay, you're still doing it too hard. What you're doing is you're not just shaking it random. You're not just shaking it. You're just tapping it on my hand like this. That's the best way to sift. That way you're not going all over the house, right? Just tap it on my hand. That's all you're doing. It doesn't need to go this way. Only tapping on my hand like this. Can you do that? Yeah. Just tap it against mommy's hand. That's right. And that's how you sift, and that's how you make sure all your flour stays inside, doesn't spill out like what happened there. Because if you just do this, that's how it spills. Okay, great. So that's the first sifting ingredient, and then the next is a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because we use this for our apple cider, I'm just gonna use a paper towel to dry that off quickly. There it goes again with the flour. Okay. Never ending job. That's all like flour mess he's making. Cause hey, we're not doing this. This is called. Is that naughty or nice? What you're doing? Is that naughty or nice, sweetie? Because look, we're gonna have flour all over the house. That's too much cleaning. We have this, look, we have to clean this mess because you know what you're gonna say? You're gonna be like, this is too much mess. I don't want to clean all this, aren't you? Are you gonna say it's too much?
Yes.
Yes. So don't make more mess than necessary. And don't sing in the food. We're making food. You don't put your face in it. Sweetheart, stand over here. Stand right here. Yes. You see where I'm standing? I'm far. I'm not putting my face in it. I'm not singing. I'm not blowing or anything. Right? Okay. The next thing now. We need some cocoa powder. And I'm just going to use this to level it. Yes. If I let him, he'll be wearing that in his hair. Yes, you put it in there. Yeah. And just tap it a little bit. Okay, let go now. Now, remember the sifting trick that mommy taught you? What do? Just tap it, yeah, good. Tap it against mommy's hand. It doesn't need to go very far. You just need to tap it.
It looks like it's raining
some chocolate powder.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening. We're sifting it. See, we can go higher so the camera can see it. We're just sifting cocoa powder. And what I like to do is just go like that. Okay.
The rain is gone now.
All right, so this is all done. So now we put that on the side. Can we cut it? What?
Can we touch it?
Touch it? No, we cannot touch it. Not yet anyways. There's going to be a fun part where you can touch it and even taste it. But not quite yet. So, this recipe actually requires... I'll let you know when it's done, then you can taste it. This recipe actually requires some sugar and, sweetheart, this is the 3/4 cups of sugar. It's going to dry out for me. I've used some recipes, sweetheart, let's talk over here. I've done some recipes where I've used stuff like maple syrup or sugars that are not as bad. I have here organic raw. This is organic golden cane sugar. I'm pretty sure. Kids. Can we be careful, please? Because Mommy's really trying not to spill all this sugar all over the place. So can we please...
But I want a sugar.
What?
I want a sugar party.
I'm actually debating if I'm gonna... Oops. I'm debating if I'm even gonna... That's too noisy, sweetheart. Can we keep it down? I'm debating if I'm even gonna let it eat this, because... Sweetie, what did we say about putting our faces in there and blowing? Is that good or not?
I'm so bored.
Oh, you don't have to make this. I thought you wanted to make it. You don't have to do anything that you're bored of, sweetie. I thought you wanted to make chocolate cupcakes. You don't want to make them anymore?
I do want it.
Yes, but I know why you're saying you're bored. Because you want to just blow all the flour out and toss everything all over the counter and on the floor and just go to town. That's why you want to. That's what you really want to do. I know this.
Yeah.
You said yeah? See, I know already. Anyway, half a cup. No, I'm not gonna.
I didn't say that.
You could add chocolate chips in here, but I'm not gonna do that. Yes. I don't think we have any chocolate chips right now. This recipe's fine without the chocolate chips. And what's the next thing? Half a teaspoon. Could you get down from there? Get me 1/8 of a teaspoon in here. This is half a teaspoon. I need 1/8. See, this says 1, 2. I need one that says 1/8. Look for one that says 1/8 in there. See, these are the measuring spoons. Find one that says 1/8. I need a 1/8. Can you help me, please?
I don't know which one that has 1/8.
Look, because they're all different. Okay, let's look. Come up here. Let me show you. See how these are different sizes? This one only says 1. Yeah? And this one?
1.
Okay. Does this one say 1? 1, 2? What does this one say? 3, 4. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I should preheat the oven. What is it again?
So which one's the
350.
same?
Preheat your oven 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So, wait, we're looking for a 1/8. Is that 1/8? 1/8?
No.
Is this one 1/8?
Yes.
Yeah! See, you found it. All right, let's put these back because these are still clean. We don't want everything to get too dirty, and then we're gonna have too much to clean. Timer is done. Okay, so timer's done for the first 5 ingredients that we mixed. And where's my page here? Now we need half a teaspoon of baking soda. I already measured out half a teaspoon of baking soda, so that's just gonna go. Would you like to put the baking soda inside? Here you go. Here you go, sweetie. Want to put it inside there?
Yes.
Yeah, put it in.
Yeah. The baking soda's going
all over the place. Now, here's the fun part. Now we get to. Oh my goodness. I'm pouring. You're gonna miss out. I'm pouring. Now the wet ingredients are going into the dry. Excuse me.
Yes,
All this flour floating around in the air because the flour clapping. Anyways,
I'm looking.
just gonna mix the wet a little bit and then
Pour it in. It turns into chocolate.
it turns into chocolate.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Now
Minus a few steps. This is basically. Can you be careful? Can you be careful for 1 second, please? Okay. Can I finish talking first, please?
I won't mix.
Yes, you're going to get a turn, but first it's my turn. Okay? I get a turn first. We take turns. All right? I just always mix all the wet and the dry together before you let your kids mix them. Because what they're going to do is just go like that. And even though there's like wet in there, all the wet's going to be flying that way. The dry is going to be flying that way. Not yet. It's still my turn, sweetheart. Can we please respect that it's still mommy's turn? So we are just mixing this until it's even. Look at your water. It's still on the table. Making mommy a break. Oh my gosh. Boy children. The energy level. I'm telling you. I used to bake with my niece a lot when she was just this age, actually, same age. It's like night and day. Totally different story. Not the same thing at all. Like she was so attentive.
I want banana.
And she would follow the instructions. She actually enjoyed the process of now we're measuring this out. Okay, have a banana then. She actually enjoyed. Yes. If you're gonna eat banana, go to the table. Get a break. Yeah, you sit on the table and eat your banana.
I love banana.
Ah, finally. Now I can make this in peace. Yeah. So with my niece, we used to do a lot of things like baking, but that's what I realized. I didn't realize until I have boys, because I have 2 boys, that until I had a boy child, that's when I realized that girl and boy children are like night and day.
Yes.
I still bake with him because it's good to have. It's good for boys to have this interaction where they're baking and cooking with their parents and helping out in the kitchen. I let him help out with even folding laundry or putting. I let him put the when I'm taking the laundry out of the washer. Sometimes even putting the laundry in the washer, he just tosses it in. Or when I'm taking it out of the washer, he helps me to put some of it in the dryer. I just hand a few clothing items to him, and he puts them in the dryer, that sort of thing. When we're cleaning, he helps out. I make sure he helps out with like vacuuming, things that he can manage, for his age. Vacuuming. Sometimes he actually begs to mop the floor. And I'll do like most of the mopping. When there's a little spot left, I let him do that little spot. And it's good. It's really good for boys, young boys, to grow up with that exposure of learning how to take care of themselves. Because that's basically what it is. It's not like some people call, some cultures, I guess, would be like, yeah, domestic work or whatever, or it's work specifically for only girls or whatever. I mean, in those cultures, I guess it works for them because then the girls are raised to do that, and then the guys always expect the girls to do that for them or their wives or whatever. But in this part of the world, you have to know how to take care of yourself, because when you leave your parents' home, you go to college, university, or whatever, you're going to be cooking for yourself. Your mom's not going to follow you to cook for you. Your girlfriend is probably going to be in university studying too, and she doesn't have time to cook for you, right? And it's just the way I see it is cooking, cleaning, that stuff. And not just the way I see it, even the way my husband sees it, the way he was raised, is it's not a gender role, it is a life skill, right? And I think once people get past that, once they understand that, they'll start to understand why it's absolutely detrimental for their children. All their children, no matter what gender, to learn how to do some of these basic life skills. You want your children to be well-rounded. You want your children to never be in a jam, to know how to take care of themselves, like basic stuff. Like, come on, doing your laundry, cooking for yourself. Yes, even baking for yourself too. So you know how to make your own treats, and then that way they don't end up eating, all that mass-produced junk in stores, because we're all still human. We seek pleasure. We're pleasure-seeking species, and they're gonna want to, eat something yummy. But if they don't know how to make it, so what I'm doing now is I'm using a tablespoon and a little. This is just a silicone-based baby spoon, and I'll just use it to scrape the chocolate off. I'm just filling this 2/3 of the way up, because it's going to rise quite a bit. And if you overfill it, you run the risk of like explosions and stuff happening. It'll just be a mess, trust me. So yes, I am raising well-rounded boys. We don't operate based on gender roles or anything. I mean, the only thing I can imagine that when they get older they wouldn't be able to do is to get pregnant and give birth, because they're not biologically designed to do that. But everything else is fair game. Like, cooking, cleaning, those are life skills. And they're good for anybody to have. And there's something attractive, very attractive too. To me personally, when I look for a partner, it's very attractive to me. A man who can cook, clean, who doesn't have any bias about it or any expectation that it has to be only the woman that does it. Like, I could never be with a man like that. That could never happen. Like, I'm telling you, I will die single. What is it?
I'm gonna get another banana.
Liam, are you gonna fill up on bananas? You're gonna ruin your supper. You're not gonna have supper because you're gonna fill up on bananas. There's a banana over there, see?
I have a turn mixing it.
Yes, now you can have a turn mixing it. Just you gotta hold the bowl though, yeah.
Is it dough now?
Yes, this is,
Can I taste it?
yes, you can taste it. But just get a little bit, because if you get too much, it's gonna spill over.
Delicious.
How is it? Delicious?
Yes.
Okay, can I get a little bit out while you're mixing? just pause mixing for a second. I just want to get a little bit out so I can put it in the tray and we can bake it.
It's so delicious.
It is so delicious, isn't it? Okay, let me get a little bit out again. Oh gosh, Liam, don't eat all of it like that. Wait until it's baked. It's gonna be more yummy after we bake it. Okay? Okay, you can lick. Yeah, you lick that. You lick the rest of that. Okay? Because we don't need that anymore. And I'll keep this on this side. Guys. These kids.
Popsicle.
These kids. My goodness. That is good. What I like about this recipe the most is obviously that it's vegan or plant-based. You still get a very fluffy, a delicious, delectable, fluffy cupcake without using any eggs, any milk. Right, Liam? Did we have to use any eggs in this?
No.
Nope.
And then I want more chocolate popsicle. Chocolate.
The biggest difference is once you use eggs in something, you're just adding the cholesterol. Even you're just adding the cholesterol. A lot of people don't realize. Can you please put that down? Put that down now. Let go, please. Let go. Because when you pull and then let me explain. Let me explain for a second. You were going across my body. When you pull, it's gonna just drip all across. It's gonna drip all across here and mess everything up around us. Do we want that?
No.
No, we don't want that.
I want chocolate popsicle.
I have more spoons for you to lick. Because see, I'm done filling up the tray. So now you can lick this spoon. And Huey, you can lick this spoon. Come here, baby.
I'm a popsicle.
There. Okay, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Here. Trust me, you're gonna like this.
This is the best
It's like
popsicles ever.
Yeah? See? We can make our own yummy snacks. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get you guys out of the kitchen because I need to open the oven and it's hot. All right? So come on. Everybody out. Leon, please come out. Carefully.
Is it cooking?
No, I have to put it in the oven. That's why I need you out. For now,
Can you? Chocolate.
yes, I'll get you more chocolate, but first sit here. Sit here. You need to draw that tree with the squirrel so he can save his nuts. Where is he gonna put his nuts? You need to draw the tree. Yes, you need to draw the tree and then put him in the tree when you're done.
Is the tree living here?
Yeah. Alright, guys. Yeah, so basically, my point was it's so much harder to keep boys mentally engaged. It's just been my experience, like keeping my son mentally preoccupied or doing, things like this, detailed things like this that require precision and focus and concentration. It's so much harder than, let's say, if we're just going outside and playing or going to the play center and just running around and playing. That he's fine, he can do, because it exerts all his energy. But this stuff, but I want him to learn how to do this. I want to do this with him as much as possible, no matter how stressed I seem. I know I probably seem stressed to you guys, and you're just like wondering, why are you doing this to yourself, lady? Why are you doing this to yourself? It's because I really want him to to develop that concentration, that focus, and to know that, okay, now we're doing something that requires, a calmer energy than when I'm jumping on my trampoline, for instance, right? It's very important for any human being, boy or girl, to learn those skills, right? So that's in there for 20 minutes. And I'm just gonna put everything back. Because the biggest challenge with two little boys is keeping the house clean. That is the biggest challenge. Just look away. Like, usually they don't let you keep anything clean. Even if we weren't baking. Just gonna put that on the side over there so I can clean this mess up. Wait. Come on, we're putting here. So yeah, typically, a typical day raising two little boys, it's hard enough to keep the house clean, even like just a decent clean. I think I vacuum the house maybe on average three to four times a day, probably. Sometimes 5, like just based on need, right? What's going on. And like this cleaning, I'm constantly doing this. This is actually vinegar and water solution. That's what I use to clean everything, because it literally cleans, disinfects, and whatever, sanitizes without the chemicals, guys. That's the other thing that's very important, other than just the food you're eating, right? Making sure that your cleaning products are chemical free. You don't want to be, trying to eat healthier, but at the same time, you're putting toxic chemicals on the surfaces where your food go on, and you're literally eating chemicals, eating it off of your plates, your spoons, your cups. Bye. That's why, if you ever spoken to anyone who's vegan or plant-based, they'll tell you being vegan and plant-based is not it's not a diet. Because a diet is something that you just try for a period of time. If you do a 2-week diet, right, and then you go back to your old way of doing things, or you do a 30-day diet, it's just you're changing your diet, you're changing your what you eat for a period of time to get a certain result. And typically people go right back to what they were normally eating, right? Going vegan or plant-based is a lifestyle. Okay, it's a lifestyle. It incorporates everything that you do. It's a psychological change. That's the biggest change that you have. It's not just changing what you're putting in your body. It's the psychological change. You have to change your mind about a lot of things, or how you clean your house, what you clean your house with, the clothes you buy, the clothes you wear, things like that. It's just a lot more conscious effort goes into the things that you do, which is good, because I feel like we're living in a world where that's a lot of us are just doing things because, unconsciously, we're just unaware. We're doing things because it's culture, tradition, or whatever mass marketing and mass media says that you should be doing or eating or dressing. And a lot of this harmony in this world, violence, a lot of the pain, the suffering in this world is because of that mass unconsciousness. Just, choosing to not be connected and conscious with your everyday, the things that keep you alive, your food, your energy source, your clothes, your everything, right? Guys, I'm gonna sit down for a second. Well, that was stressful. That was more stressful than you can imagine. Like trying to bake with the 4-year-old. Child. Oh my goodness. That was something else. Hi. But it's good. It's good. They keep me on my toes. And I try to keep them on their toes. But they probably keep me on my toes more. But whatever. It's life. That's what having kids is, isn't it? There's a lot more pleasure to having children, obviously, than just, the behavior, the behavioral issues and whatever. There's a lot more good that comes out of it. There's a lot more that I love, absolutely love and enjoy about having kids. Even if it's 2 boys. Even if it's 2 boys. Hey, yo. Ah, look at this. Yes. Yes, baby. You're rarely in these videos because I always have this turned around. This is a present I need to mail. Would you like some water? Oh. Hey, puppy, excuse me. Oi, 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 oi. Ah, looking good. Ah, for postpartum. Yeah, 2 babies. I have to say so myself. I really have to get back into working out. I haven't worked out since hubby got deployed 2 weeks ago. He's back now, but I really lost that rhythm. Where did you drop that? I really lost my momentum for working out. I was on such a good momentum. I had such good momentum going because it's taken me years to start working out again. Since I had this one, I hadn't worked out since I had this one, like years, okay? And I was so pumped. I was like, yes. And I managed to work and take a sleep for, hey, stop working. Hey, what's the problem? Oh, it's not supper time yet. It's not supper time. Hold on, we have a few minutes. Let's see. Oh, never mind. You're right. You know what time it is. You know what time. You're just a smart little puppy. You know what time it is. Yeah. Okay, come. I'm gonna feed you. Come. Oh, you know what time it is. You see? People think animals are dumb. Especially the culture I came from, like African culture, we think animals are stupid. Animals are so smart. The only difference between us and these animals is how we express ourselves, how we vocalize ourselves. We can speak, we understand what we're saying to each other. They have a different way of speaking. They have intellect. They think. They know concepts of time. He knows that this is supper time. I've lost track of time because I was doing this live with you guys, but he knew it. You know what, lady? You better feed me now. It's my supper time. So And where's his kitty brother? He's probably sleeping somewhere. But his kitty brother's probably gonna be here sometime soon. Going, wait a minute, did you just feed the puppy? Like, where's my food? Where is he? He's probably sleeping upstairs or something. But yeah, guys. Whoa, baby. Let's do some learning here. Can we do some learning? I got some flashcards for you.
Flashcards?
Wait, finish your art first. Okay. Colors and shapes. Look, brown octagon. Brown octagon. I'm not handing it to you though. Orange rectangle. Yeah, because you're going to eat them. White crescent. Brown triangle. Orange rhombus. White circle. Yellow star. Yellow crescent. Red octagon. Purple rectangle. These are really good for your kids, for their mental, cognitive development. Brown circle. Red heart. One of the first things I did after I had my first is I went back to school for early learning and childcare. I learned so much about the early stages of development and just how to care for kids, what to expect. Because I feel like, personally in my culture, like the grown-ups around me, like schools and stuff, I don't think they understood developmentally what kids were capable of, because we got beat. We got beat for everything. Like, you just looked at them the wrong way. They just always insinuated. They acted as if they were dealing with adults. So when kids did things because they're just learning, they didn't realize that the children are learning. It's just at the stage where you're not trying to make trouble. They just got so frustrated with us, and they used to hit us. And it was just terrible. So because of that, I was just like, you know what? I want to do things different with my kids. So I went to early learning and childcare school in college, and got certified and everything. Even did a home daycare for a while. Even worked in an actual daycare facility for a bit, and then stopped. Once the whole COVID business started, I was like, oh, I'm out. I'm not sticking around catching COVID, giving my kids COVID and whatever. So because I didn't need to work in the field. I wanted the experience, and for me to even complete the program, I had to do a practicum in a daycare facility. So, you know. Don't run aside. I'm not sure why your puppy's barking at me. He wants to tell me something. I think he wants to say, hey, pick me up. I want to be in the camera. Look at this puppy. Isn't he just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Like, I was not a dog person at all. Like, my whole life, I had cats. Okay, I had cats growing up all the time. Dogs were not my thing. I mean, I love animals in general. I'm just a person that just has a lot of compassion for animals. But I was never a dog person until I met this guy. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason I married my husband. Because he when we were dating, one of the times he came, things were getting more serious, obviously. Liam, is everybody in the tree? I thought you were gonna make a different tree for this one. You need a skate ring for this one. Oh, that's a rainbow in the tree. That's good. But can we make a skate ring for this guy? And is this where Bear lives? Where does Bear live?
In the house.
In the house? Yeah. Oh. What's happening here?
But now all the stickers are
We'll be back, guys.
gone.